So hello fellow coin collectors, and today I just thought I'd make a video on why they should remove the 5 cent coin from circulation. So this is a collecting channel, and coins are one coin that's not really that collected by the 5 cent coin community. So we do have some coins that I do collect, and these are high grade coins from the 60s and 70s and some other ones, which, these coins, the 60s coins are pretty hard to get in circulation in very good grade anymore. You usually have to either buy them from sellers in sets, proof sets, or even just single coins like this. But these ones I all got from circulation. But you can still get some errors. So here's one. This is a double rim from 2009. 2008 is quite common, but 2009 is not. And then we got the 2020. So these coins won't see that much circulation because they're just not used that much anymore. So if you go shopping and you buy stuff, the only places really where you will use the 5 cent coin are supermarkets and some large retail chains. If you go in Melbourne, if you try and use transport, they don't accept 5 cent coins, and also 50 cent coins they don't accept as well. So there's another reason for the reduction in size of the 20 and 50 cent coin, but maybe I'll leave that for another video. This is just removal of the 5 cent coin. So 1971. So they're not really used as coinage anymore. And I find when I noodle, the only place I can actually get rid of these coins is at the supermarket. You put it in the coin machine, but you're buying something for a minimum of $1, so you need 20 of them. And these are only legal tender up until an amount of $5. After that, the shops can refuse to accept them. That's legal. So, that's another reason why we should probably get rid of the 5 cent coin. Now, we do have a history of removal of coins from circulation apart from decimalisation. Australia got rid of the 1 and the 2 cent coin in 1991. The last year of the 1 cent coin was 1990 for circulation, and the last year of the 2 cent coin was 1989 for circulation. As you can see, I've got a high grade 1 cent coin from 1966. And, these have a higher copper, bronze, tin value than the actual coin itself. So that's basically the reason why they took them out of circulation, because the metal value was actually higher than what it was. So that was 30 years ago. And there's other examples in which countries have taken out their coins, like Canada took out the 1 cent coin in 2012. Yeah, that's equivalent to our one. But they do still use a 5 cent coin, which is the smallest coin in circulation. And it's quite bigger than our coin that we have in Australia. So you can see the size there. So it's designed to emulate the United States 5 cent coin. Then we have some other countries which don't withdraw their coins. So we have the United States 1 cent coin, but they did change it from a bronze coin to this is a copper plated steel, zinc. So this is quite light. You can find all the information. And as it wears, you can see this one's got black around it. That's the zinc showing through the actual coin. And these are still cost more than 1 cent to produce. Then we have some smaller countries. So it's usually the smaller countries that change their coins quite drastically. We have the 1 yen from Japan. So Japan's the third largest economy. 1 yen is roughly equivalent to about a cent. But these don't really circulate that well in Japan. Usually just rounded up when they add tax on it. And then we have New Zealand. So New Zealand did withdrew their 5-cent coin in 2006, so that's 15 years ago. But with a population of about 5 million, they can probably do that just as easily as a country with a population of 40 or even 400 million. Changing currency is really not that hard. Whenever you do it, it's just going to be expensive anyway. Even if you reduce the size of the coins. And then we have some other countries that have changed their coinage. Papua New Guinea hasn't changed since 1975. Then we have Cook Islands. But they use the New Zealand dollar. But the most recent one is the French Pacific. So in September, the French Pacific overhauled their coinage. And this is a 1 franc, so this was equivalent to roughly about 1 cent. And they had a 2 and 5 francs, which are larger aluminium coins. If you go there now, I doubt it you'll get these in circulation. These will be legal tender up until March 2022, and then they will cease to be legal tender. You can probably still exchange them at the bank, but you can't spend them. So this was the largest currency in circulation, and they've changed it. Then we have Fiji. So they changed their currency in 2009. Oh, not currency, the size of their coins, should I say. I need to think about this stuff when I'm bloody talking. So they had coins that were equivalent in size to the Australian coins. And they've reduced the size of all these coins. So 50 cent coins equivalent in size of 50 Australian cents. But now the coin's pretty small, about the size of the New Zealand 50 cent coin. So here's an Australian 50 cent, New Zealand, quite equivalent. And so I think Australia's smallest coin should be the 10 cent coin, because this is what the coin's values are when you purchase stuff are rounded up to. So 10 cent coin. And you go to the supermarket, you see a lot of stuff is still priced in cents, but when you go to the checkout, a lot of it is rounded up to the nearest 5 or 10 cent. A lot of the times it will be 10 cents, unless you pay by card, in which you pay the exact cent coin. But in the past, as we see with this American 3 cent coin, countries never had an aversion to issuing new different types of coins and also withdrawing them from circulation. It's only in the last 50 years in which countries have become stagnated, this includes the United States as well, in changing their coinage. So the United States finds it pretty hard to withdraw the 1 cent coin from circulation, or even just getting rid of the $1 banknote and issuing that as a coin. So there's a problem where inflation is going up, but the coinage is just not changing. So Australia seems to be also getting that way, in which while we did change the banknotes, there's still polymer, but the changes in denomination are not happening. And in part, this is because of electronic banking, which has just withdrawn the issuance of coins. It's just really decimated it to an extent in which I think only about 5% of payments are in coins now, or banknotes. So there probably isn't a desire to even withdraw these, because they last quite long in circulation. So here we have the value of the pre-decimal sixpence coin in 1910, and so the coin we're talking about is this one. So this is a 1957. Okay. Oh, it's not even focusing on. Anyway, that is a silver coin. So in 1910, the value of the sixpence in 2020 was $3.55. So really, maybe there is a considering we had the halfpenny coin. Okay, so in 1910, 1 penny is equivalent to 59 cents. So half penny is equivalent to 25 cents. So maybe there is a good argument for the removal of not only the 5-cent coin, but also the 10-cent coin. And probably just the issuance of a 25-cent coin, or even just a removal of the 5, 10, and the 20-cent coin, and just having a 50-cent coin, or maybe keeping the 10-cent coin and removing the 5 and the 10-cent, 20-cent coin. So there's different scenarios in which we can change the actual currency. But here we have the value of a 1 cent in 1966 is equivalent in 2020 to 13 cents. So that makes a 5 cent equivalent to roughly about 65 cents. That's 18, so 68 cents. So really, a 5-cent coin is equivalent to over, in 1966, equivalent to over 50-cent coin now. So really, the purchasing power of the 5-cent coin is really, in 1966, it's less than a half a cent. Did they issue a half a cent in 1966? No. They just issued a 1-cent coin. And basically, that's my argument for why they should actually reduce and remove the coins from circulation. So reduce the size of 50-cent coin. It's just too big. It can't buy anything. But the 5-cent coin, because inflation has just removed the value so much, you practically can't spend it and buy anything with it. It's just used as changed. And either you take a whole lot of these and deposit them back in the bank, or you just get rid of them, because these are the coins I mostly find dropped on the ground. And even I don't even bother giving it a thought about picking these coins up, because there's just no value in them at all. Even though you might be able to find an error, but a lot of the times I just really don't bother, because chances of you finding an error is quite low. Anyway, so I would like to know what your thought is about removing these coins from circulation, whether you'd like to see them stay in circulation, your interaction with these coins when you've actually been out shopping. Because another reason is that 1984, they'd issue a $1 coin for circulation because inflation reduced the value of the banknote. And the same reason they issued the $2 coin in 1988 was because inflation reduced the value of the banknote. The banknote, ceased to have a high survival rate. So anyway, thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoy it. I'd actually like to hear your thoughts on the topic, and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.